4-0 defeat here at Easter Road, how annoyed, frustrated and everything else in between are you after that?
Probably feeling the exact same way the fans are, I think. Probably owe them an apology. There's a way to lose a game of football. I don't think that was it. So I think for the majority of the previous 8 games, I think we've been largely competitive. And maybe take the Celtic game out of that, but you've been largely competitive. I think we start the game well, and then we shoot ourselves in the foot. Decision making, execution, decision making. We just give Hibs a goal. 8 minutes in, gets a little bit difficult the game. They get a lot of momentum from that. We probably then get a wee bit safe after that. I think we're a wee bit fortunate to go in at 1-0 if I'm honest. So I think they exposed us in the left-hand channel. That's why I went to a free today, hoping to kind of cover that 10-15 yard space. But it never really worked, got exposed. But we create a few good chances in the first half ourselves, good opportunities in the opponent's box, don't kind of. So offensively I thought there wasn't we were looking for that goal, we were looking to work the keeper a wee bit more. But I don't think how we progressed the game there was generally there. So you give them a goal at a start, you get in at half time, you've had to bring Shane off. Connor's got a wee bit concussion I feel. And then made the decision out of Danny's hands, to be honest. I thought Danny was limping a wee bit. But Danny being Danny would never come off the park. He's old school in that respect. So I kind of took that decision out off of Danny. He got an injection about a week ago, but I think you could see that in kind of his movements. So took Danny off, but I thought we were a wee bit fortunate going at 1-0. So the information being to the boys going on the park, like we need to find our way back in this, be safe, and then 5 minutes into the second half, it's criminal, isn't it, really? You can't legislate for that. It's poor. It's really, really poor. And if I'm honest, I think he's lucky to stay in the park because I think there's no attempt to play the ball, which is probably a sending off. So I think at 2-0, I think the game's too big for you. The game's beyond you at that point. They've got 17,000 fans singing the players. They then get a bit of self-belief, a bit of self-confidence. We get the opposite effect to that. And then I think the game just ran away for us. Third goal's probably the only goal that I'd think I could probably concede slightly. I think we've got pressure on the ball. Sammy's trying to stop the cross. You've got a righty playing to the left, so it's difficult at that point. But it's a good ball in. We could be closer to Hoylett, but it's a good finish, good time in his run. And then the fourth goal's it's not good enough. It's not good enough, and I'll be honest, we'll be in tomorrow. I'll be speaking to the group. I'm not accepting that. I'm not accepting that for me. I'm not accepting that for me. There's a way to lose a game of football, and that wasn't it.
Obviously we've seen Chris come back from injury. Do you think that's kind of rustiness in terms of that? But we've lost on our couple today as well, haven't we? So
I thought Adam was the best player in the park for us today. And then that's a muscle injury. Shane started 2 out of 3 and he's come off the 2 games, Celtic game and the game here, and another muscle injury. Connor's a bit of concussion, so you can't really, there's no too much in that. But whether you're rusty, whether you're no rusty, that comes down to decision making. So I've told Chris how I feel about that, but I've got to remember it's a team. We're a team, and I'm responsible for that also. So whether you rusty, kind of no sharp enough, whatever, it's just your decision making at that moment. So for me, you shouldn't pull the jersey obviously, and then we deal with the next part after that. So you get done, you're caught wrong side, it's a ball in your box. There's still a lot to do for that to become a goal. By pulling the shirt, it kind of kills us. But we're a team, and we make the decisions together. We stand and fall by the decisions. But if anything, I think it's a harsh reality check about how hard the Premiership is. I don't know what you guys see, but for me, that's what it is. How harsh it's going to be, fine margins, and you're up against better teams. The first goal, we probably get away with that in the champ. We're not going to get away with it against what I would say is going to be a top 6 Premiership team.
In terms of the kind of forward line, that was kind of mixed today as well. What was your kind of thinking behind?
In terms of
Bok as an example with 2 kind of inverted off it.
Really well. 2 inverted. There was a change of shape coming into the game. I felt we needed to do something because Hibs' strengths, unfortunately, it's kind of, they never really capitalised on it in the first half, but I felt they got behind us a couple of times in the first half from that kind of shooting you in, bang, ball round the corner. So I felt it was important because you'd have your full back locking onto the wing back, then you'd be exposed with 2 behind the game against 2. So it'd be a 2v2, so it was important we got that 3v2 behind the ball. So it was a wee change of shape there to try and help that, which then changed the top end of the park. Smithy not being available also probably came into that. I think Smithy's probably been the one I feel's been a real threat this year in terms of the offensive areas. So if Smithy was available, I might have kind of maybe not been the 3-4-2-1, I might have changed that shape slightly offensively. But we never really had a lot. You're looking at the bench and boys have got to earn the right to get on the park. And I feel Stevie Mays came in, took his chance, he's been fantastic. Box led the line really well. But he was brilliant in training within that shape. So we worked hard this week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday on the change of shape. It's not like we just put a shape up and go and play. But and I'm not trying to take myself out of the equation, the shape for the first 2 goals has got nothing to do with the shape. It's got to do with the individual decision making, and for that I feel we've got to do better as a group. And then the game becomes a wee bit easier. At 2-0, I think the game becomes really difficult. We become a wee bit safe, we become a wee bit passive, they get more aggressive, they've got more belief, momentum, control of the game, and the game gets away from us.
Last bit, obviously you said you'll be in tomorrow, put it to bed as quickly as possible, and I'll focus on Motherwell next week.
I'll be honest, it's not a scheduled day in tomorrow, but as a group, we're going to lose games. See, I just think the manner and how we lost the game is not acceptable, and the quicker we put it to bed as a group, the better. So we'll be in tomorrow.
And then on to Motherwell, I'll focus on that.
Yeah. I planned on spending all day tomorrow watching Motherwell. I'll not be doing that now, but again, the game plan will not change. We're at home. I feel we've actually came through a really tough fixture list away from home. And we've kind of done okay within that. I've done D1 being the one constant. I'd probably say we let ourselves down a wee bit. Start the game and the tail end of the game. But most of the other games I was fairly pleased with the performance. We were really competitive. I don't think today we were competitive, and that's the disappointing part. Motherwell, we're back at home, so I think hopefully we Smithy back for that one. Joshua's going to have a week's training. Probably going to have lost Adam, going to have lost Shane. I'd imagine Connor should be okay. But we've got quite a big squad this year, so it's opportunities for other players to come in.